Why tire companies love EVs. One of the most well-known characteristics of the tire industry is its slow rate of change, limited growth, and low profit margins. The entire value of the market has stayed relatively the same over the past few years, hovering around $50 billion, with just a tiny increase. This behavior frequently mirrors the expansion of the population, but it lags behind the growth of the overall economy as measured by GDP. This stagnation is in contrast to sectors that are developing at a higher rate and reflects the intrinsic challenges that are present in the industry. Chapter 1. A tough business. The market for tires and rubber in the United States showed growth of roughly 9% between the years 2017 and 2022. Over 50% of the market is controlled by the three most prominent tire producers, which are Goodyear, Michelin, and Bridgestone, respectively. A little over 330 million tires were purchased by Americans in 2022 alone, representing an increase of less than 1% compared to the previous 5 years. Based on projections, it is anticipated that the global demand will expand at a meager rate of approximately 0.8% a year until the year 2027. The tire sector is very competitive, and businesses are finding it difficult to deal with the fluctuating prices of raw materials. A significant amount of rubber, fabric, steel, and carbon black are used in the production of tires. Companies have very little influence over the ultimate pricing of their products since they are under constant pressure to maintain profitability despite the variable costs of raw materials. In spite of the fact that the sector is making efforts to innovate and differentiate its products, the low margins that it is experiencing are made worse by the fact that many customers view tires as commodities. Therefore, manufacturers spend in research and development in order to develop tires that have a longer lifespan. Nevertheless, this might paradoxically limit growth because it reduces the frequency with which tires need to be replaced. In essence, while the purpose of innovation is to increase the lifespan of tires and differentiate products, it also has the potential to slow down the total replacement cycle, which can have an effect on sales. Chapter 2. The EV revolution. New dynamics are being introduced into the tire industry as a result of the proliferation of electric cars, EVs. Electric vehicles, EVs, provide their own set of issues. Despite the fact that current tires have undergone substantial development since their conception, incorporating more complex rubber compositions and design elements. For example, electric cars, EVs, are quieter than vehicles powered by internal combustion engines, ICs, which results in tire noise being more evident. This noise, which is comparable to the sound of a basketball being bounced, is caused by the air inside the tire echoing as it rolls from one place to another. Foam is being included into tires by some manufacturers as a means of reducing the amount of noise they produce. The extension of the battery range is one of the key issues that electric vehicles present. Compared to gasoline, the energy density of lithium-ion batteries that are now available is lower. As an illustration, the battery pack of a Chevrolet Bolt, which has a range of 259 miles, weighs approximately 960 pounds. On the other hand, the fuel tank of a Chevrolet Cruze, which has nearly double the range, weighs just more than 80 pounds. Nevertheless, electric vehicles are more effective in terms of energy delivery. They convert around 2/3 of the energy that is stored to power the wheels, in contrast to the 16 to 25% of energy that is converted by gasoline engines, which waste a significant portion of energy as heat. To improve the efficiency of electric vehicles, it is essential to reduce rolling resistance, which is the force that slows down a tire as it rolls. The reduction in rolling resistance is analogous to the way in which a ball will finally slow down on its own. Because electric vehicles do not suffer from energy loss caused by conventional engines, it is vital to reduce the amount of rolling resistance that tires have in order to increase operating range. According to studies, the selection of tires can have an effect on the range of an electric car by as much as 10 to 15%, which might add 30 to 45 miles to a vehicle that has a range of 300 miles. Electric vehicles, on the other hand, present a difficulty in terms of tire wear. They weigh more than their internal combustion engine, IC counterparts. For example, the Kia Niro EV is around 20% more than its ICE equivalent. Some electric car types, such as the GMC Hummer EV, weigh almost twice as much as comparable internal combustion engine automobiles. A large amount of stress is placed on tires as a result of this added weight, which, when paired with rapid acceleration and regenerative braking, causes tires to wear out more quickly. In comparison to conventional tires, which typically have a lifespan of 40,000 to 50,000 miles, high-performance electric vehicle tires may require replacement after just 15,000 to 20,000 miles. At the same time, the cost of these tires is significantly greater. Chapter 3. The potential. Tire producers are presented with significant prospects as a result of the growth of the electric vehicle sector. The electric vehicle tire replacement market is expected to rise by 6 to 7% a year through 2027, according to Michelin's projections. This represents a significant increase from the current growth rate of 1 to 2%. Through the year 2031, AlixPartners forecasts that the overall market for electric vehicle tires will expand at a compound annual growth rate of 33%, whereas the demand for tires for internal combustion engine vehicles is anticipated to decrease by 2% yearly. In the year 2023, the typical age of a car in the United States was slightly more than 12 years. During this time period, it is anticipated that the cost of replacing tires on electric vehicles will be approximately twice as expensive as the cost of tires on internal combustion engine vehicles. The cost of electric vehicle tires is typically 50% higher, and they require repairs 20% more frequently. It has been reported by tire replacement networks that Tesla vehicles, for instance, require new tires every 15,000 miles. This is in contrast to the approximately 40,000 to 50,000 miles that are common for internal combustion engine (IC) vehicles. In order to meet these expectations, leading tire manufacturers are working on designing tires that are dedicated to electric vehicles. In the case of the Turanza EV tire, manufactured by Bridgestone, for example, the limited guarantee covers 50,000 miles, whereas the electric drive tire manufactured by Goodyear provides a warranty that covers 60,000 miles. It is anticipated that the replacement cycle for electric vehicle tires would increase from the present 12,000 to 15,000 miles to 18,000 miles or more in the future as research and development efforts continue. Tire intelligence is another trend that has emerged in the development of tires. This refers to the incorporation of sophisticated sensors into some new tires, which measures several aspects of the tire, including temperature, pressure, and tread contact with the road. This data serves to improve both safety and efficiency by allowing for the prediction of when a tire will need to be replaced. There is also a tendency toward tires having a larger diameter, which is being driven by the increasing size of cars, particularly in the United States. In February 2023, sales of tires with diameters of 18 inches or bigger increased by 10% compared to the previous year. Additionally, larger sizes such as 23 and 24-inch tires are becoming increasingly prevalent throughout the market. Despite the fact that these innovations present considerable prospects for expansion, they also put a pressure on the financial resources of tire makers that are accustomed to working with low margins. Because of their limited capacity and resources for research and development, businesses have to be selective about which market niches they target, even if it means sacrificing some of their competitors. As the market for electric vehicles, EVs, continues to increase, it is expected that tire manufacturers will place a greater emphasis on producing products for this sector in order to capitalize on the business's potential for expansion. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.